So now we'll change the formula. What we'll do is we'll check if that column is blank. Then you replace it with 0, else you keep the column as is. So when we run this and we click on the column button and we minimize this, we see that worked. So in this case, now the blanks are getting handled in a proper fashion and whatever values were there is coming here. So right now what we did was we calculated a column based on an existing column. We added a check of what we wanted to display in that column. This can be as simple as this and it can get as complicated as you want. So this is what we did with the value column. While we are doing this, we can write a new measure as well. So these measures are kind of formulas which do not calculate anything into a column, but it calculates based on a criteria. So in our case, if we want to find out how much did we earn from mining, so if there are different types of element and we want to get what we earn from mining, in this case we can write a measure which would give us breakdown of mining in a particular fashion. This can be achieved by using a measure, and this can also be achieved in the Power BI dashboard while merging this column with the value column. So as you learn Power BI more and more, you'd come to know there are many different ways to achieve the same thing. One of it is write a measure on this, or while doing the visualization, while making the dashboard, you would realize that you can use this column and against which you can put a value as $, and that table will by default group values, sum it up and display an aggregated value. Similarly, in the previous session what we saw was in the Excel sheet, if there is some calculation of percentage, if you want to do those type of calculations, you can do it by using calculated columns in this Power BI desktop. So this is one important feature what we learned today. So now everything is set, and now let's go back to the chart. So if we go back, now everything is brought here. If you want, you can say refresh data. In this case, it would try to load the query, and right now it is still facing some error. Let's see what the error is. So let's go back to the table and try to find out. So now in this case, I'm really not wanting to see an error in this. However, I can't just move ahead. I'll have to see how to get the error.